Hi gang, Donna here. Today I want to talk about my 8th grade teacher and the incident involving the time he decided to play Russian roulette in class. Yes, it goes back to that other story, the teacher from hell, mom from hell, because Sylvia, the 5th grade teacher, used to make me grade her papers and do all these other things for her as far as teacher's work, because she didn't have time, so she'd write a note to my teacher, so I would get out of my work to do her work. Real nice, isn't it? So the teacher, this guy, comes over from the new school I'm going to be going to in 8th grade. So we're talking 1980, 81. And yes, the school actually also had a paddle. So it had a paddle for disciplinary actions as well. And there's just a lot of things that would not fly today. But anyway, so because I used to do her work, he made me the class secretary. So I would look at people's papers and put them in the folder and put the grades in the grade book. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. These are my classmates. This is not kosher. But anyway, so this man decides he's going to teach us fractions. And I don't know if this is 1980 or 81, because that's the way school works. So he ends up saying, everybody sit down, pay attention. I want the boys to go stand by the door. Okay, this should be your first clue that something is wrong in this. So he has the boys stand by the door, and he proceeds to pull out a gun. In class, yes, in class, with a gun, and pulls out bullets to show us. And of course, I don't know anything about guns. I'm just like, what? So he pulls out a bullet. He had others, but he pulls out one, and he says, okay, we're going to talk fractions. And so he puts the one bullet in the chamber and spins it. And this is how he teaches us about fractions. As soon as he put the gun to his head, I ran to the door. And there was not a boy, because I was a tomboy. And I played tug of war with these guys. And I played sports with these guys that could keep me in that room. And all the other girls came behind me. And I pushed our way out. And we ran. Because who the hell does this? But this is Gen X. And how did they treat Gen X? So I know that wouldn't fly today. But back then, so what happened to him? He taught us for the rest of the year. He ended up getting fired at the end of the year. He was not asked to come back. And at that point, I was done with the school anyway. But yeah, he was basically, because at that time, they couldn't find a teacher to replace him. So he taught us for the rest of the year. But talk about trauma, even though, because in my mind, immediately when he puts the gun to his head, you're immediately going, oh my God, what's going to happen now? Is he going to blow his brains out in class? So, yeah, I have another story about a teacher, but that's for another time. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.